Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Miss Nightmare. Hope you guys are ready to listen to some Valentine's Day theme horror stories. Hearts in the Forest and the Frost Mall. Hearts in the Forest and the Frost Mall. Snow-covered village near the front lines of a brutal war. It's February 14th, 1944. Scene we open on a young soldier, Michael, trudging through the snow. He's rugged, with the weariness of war in his eyes, but a certain softness when he looks at a crumpled photo in his hand, a picture of him and Elizabeth, his love taken before the war. Michael, this war has taken so much from so many, but today, Valentine's Day, I can't help but hold on to the hope that love, somehow, can still find a way. Seen tied inside a dimly lit bunker, Michael sits with a pen and paper, struggling to write a letter to Elizabeth. Each word is heavy with emotion, a mixture of love, fear, and longing. Me, while the voices of my dearest Elizabeth, as I sit here amidst the echoes of war, I find solace only in my thoughts of you. Your love is the beacon guiding me through this darkness. Unseen, Turi, a flashback to Michael and Elizabeth's last day together before he was deployed. They're in a serene park, the stark contrast to the war-torn present. They exchange Valentine's gifts. A small, hand-carved wooden heart from Michael to Elizabeth, and a knitted scarf from Elizabeth to Michael. Misa, promise me you'll come back to me. Promise me we'll have our chance to build our future. Mike, my promise. Not even this war can keep me from you. One scene. Walk in the present. The war rages on. Mikkel is in the thick of it, fighting not just for his country, but for his love for her is what keeps him pushing forward, despite the insurmountable odds. Scene 5. Battle intensifies, and Michael finds himself in a perilous situation. He's cornered, with little hope of survival. Closing his eyes, he clutches the wooden heart Elizabeth gave him. For you, Elizabeth. And for our love. Suddenly, there's a turn in the battle. Reinforcements arrive, and Michael's bravery inspires his fellow soldiers to push back with renewed vigor. Against all odds, they turn the tide. Mossine scenes see the war is finally over. Michael, now a war hero, returns to the village. It's covered in snow again, but this time there's a sense of peace. He walks up to Elizabeth's door, heart pounding. He knocks. The door opens, and there stands Elizabeth, tears in her eyes as she sees her hero, her love, return to her. You kept your promise. They embrace a moment of pure love and relief. The war couldn't destroy what they had. Michael White voiceover on Valentine's Day. We found our victory not in the battles fought on the fields, but in the strength of our love. A love that survived the frost of war. Last scene camera fades in from black to a crisp. Clear morning, several years later. The village is fully alive, the scars of war now healed by time and effort. Michael is now a teacher, sharing stories of history and peace with the village children, including his own young son and daughter. Elizabeth runs a small bookstore and community center that has become a hub for rebuilding community spirit and sharing stories of hope. Seen on a quiet evening. Michael and Elizabeth sit on their porch. Michael pulls out an old, worn letter, the one he wrote to Elizabeth during the war. He reads it aloud, his voice steady, but filled with emotion. Your love is the beacon guiding me through this darkness. I wrote these words not knowing if I'd ever see you again, but here we are. Me, Elizabeth, smile our love was the beacon for both of us. And now we've passed that light on to our children. Sinisanin, a family gathers around a fire in the backyard, a tradition they've started to commemorate Valentine's Day. They each write a message of love on a piece of paper, tie it to a balloon, and release it into the night sky. We send these messages to the world to share our gratitude for love and peace. Always remember love conquers all. Scene T. Film ends with Michael and Elizabeth walking back into their house, their children asleep in their arms. They place the carved wooden heart and the knitted scarf from their youth into a special box, along with the letters and photos from the war years. My Kimisha, one day we'll share these stories with our grandchildren. We'll tell them about the war, but more importantly, about the love that kept us going. Elizabeth, leaning her head on Michael's shoulder, and how every Valentine's Day we celebrate not just our love, but the triumph of hope and peace over despair. A fade is screen fades to a final shot of the wooden heart and knitted scarf in the box. In the heart of every winter lies a spring waiting to awaken. Love is the warmth that thaws the coldest season. In second, a gentle, uplifting melody that carries the film to its conclusion, leaving the audience with a feeling of hope, renewal, and the enduring power of love.